Hello and welcome to my channel. I know it has been a while. I haven't been posting a lot lately because, some things came up. I shifted to a new apartment lately. So, there are a lot of things that came up and I didn't get time to shoot my videos properly. And, anyways, we are back now. We are back on track. I had to complete this course at any cost. So don't worry, if you are following along, we will be completing this course at any cost, and I will make sure that I post regularly now. But so far, if I see about our course, we have completed a lot of stuff. We have done quite a good progress. And if you have reached till this video, what we are going to do, you actually have done a good progress on Git, and we are actually left with two or three more things left. The basic stuff is done, and we are now starting the intermediate stuff, some good stuff. So okay, one two more videos will come on Git, and then we can directly jump to GitHub, and that's going to be interesting. So we are going to start with the git diff command today. So it's not a very a common command that you will use every day in your whenever you are using Git, but this git diff command will help you to get an overview of your repository. So in our previous videos, in our previous lectures, we have seen that we use git status right alongside committing, adding and all. So what does git status does, it gives us an overview of what is in the staging area, what is going to be next committed, all that stuff. It just gives you an overview of what is happening in the repository. And this git diff command that we are going to see, it is also like that. So you won't use it like every now and then, but it is this command is good to know if you want to maybe check how your repository has changed over time. So when I use Git, when I'm debugging sometimes, this git diff command is helpful, and it is kind of good to know. Okay, so we are gonna do comparing changes today. So we will be comparing changes across our different files, whatever files we are doing. We are making commits, we'll be seeing the changes and we can compare those changes. Okay, what are the changes I made 2 days back and now, between commits, between branches, between files, all that stuff we'll be looking today. So I think I'm directly going to jump to my VS Code and show you. This is very simple command, not many stuff is there. So let's directly jump to VS Code and I'll show you how to work with git diff. Alright, so I have opened up VS Code and I've taken this example for you guys. So I've already built out this repository. I've initialized repository. I've had one commit in this. So it's a simple file, rainbow.txt, and I have just added some colors over here, just to explain you guys how we will compare changes. So okay, so git diff command is used for comparing changes across different files. So let's say rainbow.txt. okay, so let me just show you. I have one commit over here. So if I do git log -- one line, you will see one commit, which is the initial commit, and our head is pointing to master. Okay, that's enough. So what does this git diff command does is that it compares changes in two different files. So let's say I made, this is one commit, right? So at this point of time we have these things are there in our repository, but let's say we had many commits, 2-3 commits, and we want to check between these two commits. Let's say there was a commit A and then we did a commit B. So we want to check what is the difference between these two commits, what new files I have added, what new things, what code I have written, what are the changes between these two. So if you want to do that, git diff command is going to help you. Okay, now git diff is used to compare changes. It is self-explanatory. So I will show you. If let's say I did this commit, now I want to change this purple to, let's say, violet and indigo, let's suppose. All right, and this is saved, and I've made changes to this rainbow.txt file from the previous commit, and I want to just check what is the difference I have done. So if I do git diff, right, if I just run this command with the file name, so rainbow.txt, get diff and the file name. So it will give something to me like that. So from overview I can see, okay, I removed purple and I added these two lines. Okay, but now let's understand the major crux is understanding this diff log. Okay, so we're gonna understand what is what this everything is. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I think what just happened on a queue. We can do that again. Okay, so what is this now? There are two files that have been compared, like same file rainbow.txt is compared to rainbow.txt at two different points of time. Okay, so we have given a to 1 and we have assigned b to this rainbow.txt. So two different files, a and b, they are referring to same file but just at different point of time. So here a is assigned the negative, the minus sign, and b is assigned positive sign. Okay, now this is the main stuff that we will be looking. So what does this mean? So it comes in chunks. So these diff logs, they usually come in chunks. So what it is telling us, we have extracted 4 lines from this negative is a. So we have extracted 4 lines from a which starts from 3. I'll go it again. We have extracted 4 lines starting from 3 of this negative, that means this a rainbow.txt, which was our first commit. And then we have another piece of chunk that has 5 lines and it is starting from 3. Okay, so as you can see, what is this second over here, third over here, yellow, green, blue and purple. Okay, we have extracted this chunk and then we have extracted this chunk. So what have we, so this negative is from the previous files, we had purple, and the positive is the changes that we have made, indigo and violet. So this is how you compare changes. If I'm gonna add some other color, let's say maroon, and if I do if I'm gonna exit, I'm gonna do git again. So I've added one more. So this is how it is. So what you have to just remember when you're comparing these two files, they are basically same files, so they need to be represented with some notations, right? So one is given a and one is given b, and this a and b are given negative and positive sign as well. So this red means this thing has been removed from in a newer version, and these are positive is thing which we have added to new version. Okay, and yellow, green, blue, since they don't have any highlight, they are the same, they are staying same. So that's actually it, and you can do this. Now we have done this with a file. We can compare different commits, we can compare different branches, anything. So it would be something like this. So give diff and then branch 1 and then branch 2. So this is how we compare two branches. So let's do this in practice then, if you want to. So I'm gonna just remove this and I'm gonna add purple over here. So, and I am going to change my branch. So I'm gonna git switch create new branch. Okay, so like that, if I create a new branch, now I'm on the new branch. So I will change this purple to let's say violet and indigo. Let's keep that itself indigo, like that. All right, and I'm gonna make a commit. So git add dot git commit minus m new commit on new branch. Okay, so we have compared. Now we can go back to our master branch, and now I'm gonna do git diff master and new branch. Okay, and that is how we get. Okay, so this is the same log. Now we are comparing two different branches. Okay, so it's the same file and we're comparing this thing. So what it is saying, we have extracted 4 lines starting from 3 for this file, and we have extracted 5 lines starting from 3. So it just gives also an overview key, like what is below that and what is above that, where the changes have been made. Okay, this would if we have a longer file, right, we need some context. If you have done coding, if you are, let's say, you're writing some CSS, you need some context, so that is why the whole intuition behind giving this chunk of code is that you get an idea of what's around those things. So that is why we get 5 to 6 lines and then some differences there in between. So that's how the git diff command is. I usually don't look at all this stuff. I just, when I look at these things, I get to know. So simply what you have to do is red is things you have deleted, and green means that you have added those things. Okay, awesome. So that's actually it. And if you want to do with 2 commits, let's do that as well. So I think I'm going to do a one more commit on master branch. So now let's remove this purple and blue, and let's add indigo, and let's say dark green, something like that. And let's make a commit on this master branch. So I'm going to do git add everything commit -m, updated colors. Now I'm going to compare 2 commits. So for that I would need commit hashes. So I'm going to get log19, and I have 2 commits. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this thing. I need to store this somewhere. So I'm going to just, for now, I'm going to copy that over here. And I'm going to copy this, paste it over here. Okay. So I have these 2 commit hashes, and I'm going to compare that with, so let me just clear this a bit. I'm going to do git diff, and I'm going to just copy that, and I'm going to paste that. So git diff commit hash 1 and commit hash 2, and we get that git diff, right? So we are again comparing the same files. They have been given different notations, and then 5 lines are extracted starting from 2, 5 lines are extracted starting from 2 for both the chunks. And we can see that we have we have removed indigo and dark green, and we have added blue and purple. So if we do this other way around, we get the different stuff. Okay, so here we have added, actually, so this, like, we have, okay, let me just reverse them actually. So I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to paste that right like that. Okay, now that this is proper. So there was orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So we removed these 2 lines, and then we added indigo and dark green, as you can see. Okay, so that is how we use git diff command. I don't use this very often, but I use it when I'm I'm debugging something. If I'm stuck, what changes, from where this is coming, who edited this. So at that time I use git diff command, but otherwise I use this minimal. But it is good to use this to get an overview of your repository. So I think we're going to stop over here. If you have any queries with this git diff, you can leave them in comment sections. And in the next video, I think we'll be doing the git stash command, which is also pretty interesting one. That's gonna be a great one. Otherwise, thank you guys for listening, and like and subscribe, share this course with your friends, and bye bye, have a good day.